Check, test. Hello, hello, hello.
Check, check.
Check. Hello, hello, hello.
Check, check, check,
Hello.
check, check, check. Hello, check. ఇది కొంచెం లైట్ ఇంక్రీస్ ఉంటుంది. ఇది మైక్ కొంచెం ఇంక్రీస్. హలో, హలో, హలో. ఓకే.
വരുന്നുണ്ട് അവരിങ്ങോട്ട് നേരത്തെ ജീവിതത്തിന്റെ മണ്ടയ്ക്ക്
Hello. Nutan, can you hear? Hello. പള്ളി
प्रकृतिया ये इधर हेलो मैंने तेरा
to be the best. lead me to my destiny. I have waited patiently. I have vision, oh, I believe. I know I can count on me. So stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up. Here we go, it's getting close. Now it's just who wants it most. It's just like that's how it is, 'cause we have our strengths and weaknesses. Oh, I have vision, what can't you see? I'm on the move, make way for me. So stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up. When I fall down, I have to pick myself back up. And when I fall down, I have to pick myself back up. And when I fall down, I have to pick myself back up. And when I fall down, I have to pick myself up. Stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up, stand up, stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up for the champions, for the champions. Stand up. To be the best, number one and nothing less. Lead me to my destiny.
Namaste, Apollo, and good morning, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Apollo family, it is my absolute honor and privilege to welcome you all to the celebration of Apollo entering into its 40th glorious year. I wish you all a very, very happy anniversary. Ladies and gentlemen, over the years, we at Apollo have been humbled by the trust that's been placed in us by over 200 million patients and their families. It's motivated us to continue to put in tireless efforts with an unwavering commitment to care as we contribute to building India's healthcare industry and making it among the best in the world. My name is Sahitya Jagannathan. It is my pleasure and my privilege to be your host this morning. We're here to celebrate the spirit of every family member of Apollo. This was so very evident even during the trying times that have been the last few years. But even during the most difficult of times, our generations, we saw becoming stronger, growing from strength to strength, making every day and night possible in delivering the best of healthcare to save lives. Ladies and gentlemen, pioneering tender love, care, excellence, and expertise are no new words for Apollo Hospitals Group. Today, we celebrate the pioneering flame of dedication, the flame of excellence, the flame of intelligence, the flame of care, the flame that cures. This very flame was lit 39 years ago by none other than the pioneer of modern Indian healthcare, our beloved chairman, Dr. Pratap C. Reddy himself. Ladies and gentlemen, might I please request you all to settle down so we can continue with our happy anniversary celebration. Thank you. Thank you once again. Thank you to all of you for being here with us on this truly special occasion as we enter into our 40th year. Each and every one of you, your presence truly makes this celebration extra special. And to get things started, I would now like to welcome the CEO of Chennai region, Mr. Shiv Kumar, to please address the gathering and welcome everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, can I request you to please give Mr. Shiv Kumar a warm welcome?
Namaste and good morning to everyone. I must thank all of you for giving me this very pleasant task of welcoming our chairman, the pole star of healthcare, on the 40th birthday. Welcome, chairman, for this, for keeping this family together and continuing the journey and bringing in a galaxy of stars as you descended to provide healthcare of international standards to the people of the country and also abroad. Welcome once again, sir. They say that behind every man there is a woman, but Sucharita ma'am, you have been by the side of chairman all the time, encouraging him, staying with him, continuing to support him during tough times. And I know what kind of tough times he has undergone when he established, all these hospitals, and particularly the Delhi hospital. Ma'am, welcome to this gathering. Really proud and privileged to be in your presence and in your grace. Preeta ma'am, the wise one, she always challenges us with new questions. When we say that we'll do it this way, she will say, why can't you think on these lines? Ma'am, once again, welcome and really happy to be in your presence today. And once again, a wonderful family, putting the wonderful family together. Sunita ma'am is my mentor. And when I joined this hospital back in 1997, she made sure that I understood the Apollo culture very well and helped me deliver and progress to the level where I stand before you today in all humbleness and to welcome you all. So Sangeeta ma'am is here. She breathes digital, she lives digital, and always urging us to move forward in a much faster way. Thank you, ma'am, for being here. I'm not seeing Shobana ma'am here, but she made us think 24/7 Apollo all the time. So welcome to Shobana ma'am, wherever she is. If she is not here in person, she is here in spirit, and all the wonderful family members, the CEOs. And this year has been a great year for Apollo once again. We have made one significant step by acquiring a hospital in the north. So I think a big hand to the team, which actually did. If Krishnan is here, I know what kind of difficulties we went through, but he did a tremendous job. And Krishnan, hats off to you and Sunita ma'am, chairman, for giving the support to Krishnan for delivering this wonderful thing. In the year to come, I think we will be expanding much more faster in different parts of the country and reaching out to all the people in the country. Modi said, heal in India. There is a patient who sent a message today in the morning saying, heal with Apollo. A big hand to Apollo hospitals, big hand to Apollo family members who made all this possible. Welcome once again. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Shiv Kumar. I truly loved the message that you gave us. Heal India, more importantly, heal with Apollo. But speaking of healing, I think it's very important to begin an occasion like this with a little bit of spiritual healing for all of us, especially for the year that it's been, and going forward into our 40th year as we hope to achieve all of our dreams, which I promise you are bigger than they ever have been before. So ladies and gentlemen, if we can extend a very warm welcome to Dr. Meera Raghavan, who will be presenting a prayer song, who will also be accompanied by our nursing students with a Vandana dance. गुणदैवताय गणाध्यक्षाय धीमहि गणाध्यक्षाय धीमहि गुणशरीराय गुणमण्डिताय गुणेशानाय धीमहि गुणाधीताय गुणाधीशाय गुणप्रविष्टाय धीमहि एकदन्ताय वक्रतुण्डाय गौरीतनयाय धीमहि गजेशानाय बालचन्द्राय श्रीगणेशाय धीमहि न चतुराय गानप्राणाय गानान्तरात्मने गानोत्सुकाय गानमत्याय गानोत्सुकमनसे गुरुपूजिताय गुरुदैवताय गुरुकुलस्थायिने गुरुविक्रमाय गुह्यप्रवराय गुरवे गुणगुरवे गुरुदैत्यकलक्षेत्रे गुरुधर्मषडाराध्याय गुरुपुत्रपरित्रात्रे गुरुपाकण्ठकण्ठकाय गीतसाराय गीततत्त्वाय गीतगोत्राय धीमहि गूढगुल्पाय कन्तमत्ताय गोजयप्रदाय धीमहि गुणाधीताय गुणाधीशाय गुणप्रविष्टाय धीमहि एकदन्ताय वक्रतुण्डाय गौरीतनयाय धीमहि गजेशानाय बालचन्द्राय श्रीगणेशाय धीमहि वक्रतुण्डाय गौरीतनयाय धीमहि गजेशानाय बालचन्द्राय श्रीगणेशाय धीमहि Thank you to our very, very talented nursing students and of course, Dr. Meera Raghavan. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd now like to request our beloved chairman, Mrs. Chairman, and our leadership team to please join us for the lamp lighting ceremony, followed by the cake cutting, if you please. We'd also like to invite our senior doctors to please join the family as we begin with the lamp lighting, followed by the cake cutting. May I now invite Chairman, Mrs. Chairman, Ms. Preeta, Ms. Sunita, Ms. Sangeeta, and other dignitaries to please join us for the cake cutting ceremony as we commemorate 39 years of being pioneers in healthcare. Might I also please request, encourage, and welcome all of our lovely doctors here to join us.
On this road, you never know what lies ahead. Yes, we want the future to be free from anxiety. To wipe all tears and suffering and sadness from every face. Helplessness to end, the pain would melt away. With hope so strong, we won't.
We're celebrating 39 years of being pioneers in healthcare. We're celebrating 39 years of revolutionizing healthcare in India. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, we'd like to wish you a very, very happy anniversary. I think moments like these call for sweet celebrations, and that is exactly what we're doing with this cake cutting ceremony. Thank you for being a part of the Apollo family. Thank you for all of the work that you do in making the Apollo family the institution that it is. Thank you once again, and happy anniversary to one and all. Thank you to our chairman, sir, Mrs. Chairman, all of our doctors, our leadership team, madams and dignitaries. Thank you once again. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. And now, ladies and gentlemen, after we've celebrated completing 39 glorious years here, this is always one of my favorite part of the anniversary celebrations, which is having the special rendition of the Apollo anthem by our talented nursing students. Over to you, lovely ladies. We look forward to hearing it.
From anxiety, to wipe all tears of
Thank you. Thank you so much for touching all of our hearts with that truly powerful rendition of the anthem. Thank you so very much. Ladies and gentlemen, anniversaries are wonderful, magical, celebratory occasions. And I'll tell you why. Because we get to look back on the years that have gone by. We get to reflect on the moments that have stood out, the milestones that have helped made us who we are today. And all of this is only possible because of the incredible patient service that is the cornerstone of Apollo, the supporting teamwork and the enduring hard work, especially during trying times. At Apollo here, when the going gets harder, the people get tougher, and they work twice as hard to make what is known as the best healthcare possible for each and every one of you. Alone, we can do so little, but together we can do so much. And when we say do so much, I mean we can even move mountains. Apollo, as we know it today, revolutionized modern Indian healthcare. And all of that was possible because of the visionary leadership of our beloved chairman, with the support of Mrs. Chairman, led forward by his incredible daughters who form the four pillars of the Apollo institution that it is today. But the Apollo family is what it is today because of each and every one of you. Each and every one of you who show up to work, no matter what is going on in your personal lives. You put us, your patients, Indians first. You put our healthcare as number one and as your first priority. For that, we salute you. For that, we're eternally grateful to you. And today, we celebrate you for that. So these 39 years have been so incredible because of each and every one of you and your incredible story. Up next, we have a few of these lovely people joining us on this very stage to share their amazing journey with us. And most of them have been with us for almost 4 decades. So ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together and give a rousing welcome to Dr. M.R. Girinath as he joins us up here to share his journey with us.
Chairman and members of the Apollo family, happy Founders Day. I have spent nearly 4 decades of my life in this building, and it has truly been quite an eventful journey. Chairman enticed me to join him in this venture by offering me the moon. I must admit, he has done his best to keep his word. The early years were difficult, but we worked hard to get where we are today. I can recall that the hospital was not given an electricity connection when we commenced operations, and Chairman had to run this hospital on a generator. Can you imagine running a cath lab, X-ray machine, CT scanner, and ICUs on diesel power? I'm sure Chairman had sleepless nights and a nearly empty pocket at that time. Fortunately for us, a VIP connected to the government of the day needed a pacemaker and landed up with us. We did get our power connection the very next week. When we began, we were considered to be just another private hospital. But soon, people around the country began to recognize our unique ability to provide the most advanced medical care at an affordable cost. The then CM of Gujarat went to the extent of telling the director of the Institute of Cardiology at Ahmedabad to invite Matthew and me to Ahmedabad to set up their center. And today I'm happy to tell you that they are doing 7,000 open heart operations a year. We were also invited to help the Sri Lankans at their Jayawardhanapura hospital in Colombo, and we did get them started. Our hospital has grown with time, and we now have practically all the specialties in medicine. We had started doing coronary bypass surgery at the Railway Hospital where I worked before I joined Apollo. But it was Apollo Chennai that stopped the bypass surgery drain to the United States of America. Dr. Virendra Mathur, one of my teachers at the All India Institute, and later a consultant at the Texas Heart Institute, did tell me many years ago, let us await your long-term results. I do believe that Indian surgeons are better at handling our smaller and more diffusely diseased arteries. We were the first hospital in India to report 1,000 coronary bypass operations. And that is when the country really took notice of us. We have now done close to 40,000 coronary bypass operations out of a total of 60,000 operations done at this hospital. And I'm staggered by the numbers myself. Dr. L.F. Sridhar, Dr. Janardhan Reddy, and Dr. V. Arun started as my house surgeons in this hospital, and today they are accomplished surgeons in the group. In addition to routine surgery, our team does a number of exotic operations such as ventricular restorations, minimally invasive cardiac surgery, robotics, and thoracic organ transplantation. I would like to add here that the Apollo Chennai Hospital can be credited with the best results of lung transplantation in India. I would like to mention a very special incident at this juncture. We had done a 5-graft coronary bypass operation on one of our senior colleagues more than 2 decades ago. Recently, he found his effort tolerance had gone down a little. Angiography revealed a new obstruction in one artery, which Matthew and Sai Satish relieved with a stent. Veena and I were at our house in the Nilgiris, but I was keeping tabs on the situation. After the stenting, Sai handed over his mobile phone to the patient, and he told me while he was still on the cath lab table that, and these are his exact words, "You people are trying to make me immortal." Can any of you think of a greater compliment for anyone in the medical field? Many people ask me why we cannot make our services cheaper. The problem is that you can make medical care cheaper only if you make compromises. If you make compromises, you will impact safety, and that is something that we at Apollo will not do. Life is precious, and it is an unwritten law in our hospital that we will do everything to preserve life. The public at large are not really aware of our difficulties. Medical care is capital intensive and labor intensive. I've seen this hospital grow from no computers to computers everywhere. Utilities cost us the earth, and we also have a very highly trained workforce. Changing over from linen surgical drapes to disposable paper drapes has virtually eliminated wound infections, but it costs money. The point I'm making is that cost cutting can be counterproductive. Also, in hospitals, there are 2 arms that share the profits, the hospital and the consultants. Ultimately, the expenses that are incurred have to be shared among the limited number of patients that we can safely treat. We try and bring down the cost for a few patients by setting up trusts and by writing off our professional charges and by approaching soft-hearted administrators like Dr. Preeta Reddy. What is not recognized by many is the contribution we make with our postgraduate training program. I can give the example of my own department. We have trained 40 DNB students with another 12 who are in training. In addition, more than 30 surgeons who obtained their MCH degrees from other institutions have come to us for training. After their training with us, they have found positions in units in different parts of the country. On a rough estimate, all these surgeons are at present doing 10 to 15% of the heart surgery being done in the country. And to my mind, that is one of the greatest contributions of this hospital to the nation. The only regret I have is that I've had to give up pediatric heart surgery. I remember in our first 100 operations at this hospital, there was an infant who had a complex congenital heart problem, and he was in congestive heart failure. He was the son of a leading pediatrician in Surat. We operated on him, and in May 1984, in our first 100 operations at this hospital, and you'll be pleased to know he has since graduated in medicine and thereafter obtained an MD in pediatrics. I had the pleasure of attending his wedding at Surat a few years ago. That was perhaps the only instance where the surgeon who operated on him looked happier than the bridegroom. Yet another anecdote that I would like to mention is about a lady who walked into my office with a young woman and a small baby. It turned out that we had done a tetralogy repair on her during our initial years at Apollo, and she wanted me to see her grandchild. My eyes teared up. It took enormous effort for me to persuade Neville Solomon to give up adult cardiac surgery and do only pediatric heart surgery. During my time, we did the entire range of cardiac surgery, but times have changed, and today we find that we can provide better outcomes with specialization. Our pediatric team are now turning out results that compare well with figures from abroad. And this is remarkable because a third of their patients are less than 5 kilograms in weight and less than 1 year of age. How they are able to do this in a cramped building with limited staff and inadequate facilities, I do not know. I may add here that I have started admiring the boys I have trained. I'm sorry that my talk has largely been about my own department. If I started talking about other disciplines that I've developed at Apollo, I could probably go on endlessly. Apollo Chennai has truly become the benchmark of the country. I can remember the days when our cardiologists hesitated to do routine coronary angiograms. And today they do multiple stents, rotablation, primary angioplasties, TAVRs, and mitral clips. And I'm sure there will be much more to come. I wish also to acknowledge the contribution of my anesthetic colleagues. They are superb anesthetists, and more importantly, they have stayed with us. Dr. Bhaskar, who heads the team, has been with me since 1978. Without our anesthetists, we would be a bunch of nobodies. In conclusion, I would like to say that in the past 4 decades, I gave all I had to Apollo Chennai, but when I was struck down by COVID, Apollo gave me life. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Girinath. That was truly heartwarming. I think it's incredible to hear all of these stories, all of these moments that have stood out for you, especially being at the wedding of a child who you operated on, who is now an adult, is a story that's definitely going to stay back with me and for a lot of us here today. We're going to continue hearing some more of these lovely stories of doctors, nurses, other members of staff who are all an integral part of the Apollo family. Up next, I'd like to welcome Dr. P.K. Reddy to please share his journey with us, please. Ladies and gentlemen, can I encourage you all to please give Dr. P.K. Reddy a warm welcome.
Namaste to everybody. At the outset, I sincerely thank our beloved chairman, Mrs. Reddy, and Preeta, Sunita, and Sangeeta. The reason why I'm able to call them as they were all very young when I joined. And my story goes a long way. But Dr. Venkat asked me to speak only for 2 minutes about the chairman. And I remember, in fact, I mentioned it before. When I was a house surgeon in 1971 at Roypeta Hospital, I wanted to see the doctor who has come from America, because I had my own thoughts of joining MS here. But I waited and saw him coming out of the door from the HM hospital. I saw him. That made my whole future has changed by looking at him. That is the glamour and attraction whatever chairman has got. Then I changed my direction from MS to go to UK and stayed there for 12 years. Another interesting thing I remember, in 1980, I met our chairman, and he wanted me to come while I'm going back to UK to come and have lunch with him, and in Chennai, in then Madras. I was very keen to meet him, and I came running in spite of my family was asking me why your flight is in the same midnight. Why do you want to go so early and all? No, I said I had to meet him and I'd go. That happened to be a Sunday, and I went to the chairman. The office was there, only Mr. Chaco was there. So, and then Mr. Chaco told me, no, chairman was not in station, and he told me this thing, so I left. Then he rang me from Birmingham one fine day. He was in one of my relatives' house in Birmingham. From then onwards, my journey started coming towards India and to meet our chairman. Before that, I don't know where to start. When I come back to India, I had no direction at all. I had no idea at all. And once I heard, then from then onwards, I planned and I came back and met him in 1983, December 5th. I landed in Chennai. Next day, I came and met him. I was reading the letter which he wrote to me at that time. Still, the letter was very firm. You won't have any problem. Your job is secure. You will have your own practice. At that time itself, he has wrote the letter. I preserve it as a treasure for me. And the other thing is these are the personal things, leave it on one side. What is the medical setup, that is Medicare in Chennai at that time? I used to come with my father and mother, see the physician in Kelly's, go and have an X-ray chest in Keel Park, and have a blood test in Punamalai Road, and go to the X-ray in barium studies in Radhakrishna Salai. That was the setup Chennai had at that time. That was totally transformed into a setup where under one roof you can have all the things. That was something which is completely new. Nobody knew about it. And that's why the entire Medicare in the country was totally transformed by none other than our beloved chairman, whom he is the father of the Medicare in the country, who transformed the entire system in the country. With the result, the others also have copied us. And this was recognized not only by our people, but also the government. Then he was awarded the Padma Vibhushan. Another greatest thing what I remember, when he got the Padma Vibhushan, I went there to congratulate him. I expected that he will say just thank you, but he didn't say that. He said, that is not mine, that is yours because of you all. Only I went there to collect the Padma Vibhushan. That is something unbelievable. Nobody will say. Nobody will say. And this, I was stunned actually. What did I do for the kids? Well, that's the greatness of our beloved chairman. Then let us come to the Apollo culture. This is something unique at that time. Nobody knew that. What is Apollo culture and how it has gone into the far off places, in the far off places in the villages and to remote places is, say for example, where I was talking to one of my good friend, his daughter had a fracture of the hand. They brought to the emergency department. Later on, he asked me, he told me, I said, why didn't you give me a ring? I would have organized everything. Doctor, no need, doctor. I think Dr. Reddy has organized it in such a way. You go and put the patient in the emergency. The Apollo system will take care of it and patient will reach the OT without any other hurdles. That is the Apollo culture, Apollo system, what our chairman started. Still, it is strong. That is the reason why the Apollo is gone into all the nook and corners of the all over the country. He did not stop there. He took the Apollo internationally. Now you go, wherever you go, we are recognized. And as a matter of fact, I was very happy to say, I happened to be in Switzerland a few years ago. And I said that while talking to one of the doctors there, he knew about Apollo. I was surprised that he knew about Apollo. Apollo being a southern city, many people know only India means Delhi or Bombay. But they don't know much about Madras, and that too the name was changed into Chennai. And he was very happy to say that your hospital was said to be one of the biggest hospital and you are doing everything at all. And recently I met one leading surgeon. He said, Dr. Reddy, no need for it. Our people to go abroad. We have everything in India. We are better than any other surgeons anywhere in the world. That is the system which our chairman created in our country, and where our Chennai Apollo, I'm happy to say that I joined on 31st of December 1983, after staying for 12 years in UK, and with the blessings of our chairman, I joined. And from then onwards, my journey has started. And now we are entered into we are completing the 39th year of this one, my services. What kind of person, what is his attitudes? That's another interesting thing to know. And I used to run behind him those days. I was only 36 and I used to run behind him. And I used to say always, remember, patient is right. That is proved quite right. And he always used to tell, listen to the patient and do all the necessary tests. Don't compromise with the tests, because we all came from England. We were all used to do certain number of tests only. We were not used to do all the tests. And he insisted that you should thoroughly investigate them. They are coming from such a far off places, and they are not coming to just to get 1 or 2 tests and then write medicines and then go. But that is exactly correct now. The patient is right, and we should listen to them, and we should do all the necessary tests before we send them back. And he also insisted you talk to them and give them the confidence and do whatever is the best possible. Never compromise on anything. He's also very much interested in training, teaching, and imparting the knowledge to others. Of course, one of them is myself. I learned writing my prescriptions from our chairman. I didn't know how to write prescriptions before I came here, because I know only to do operation. And plus interpersonal relationships. That's also, I was not very clear, because we didn't have time. all the time we used to do the operating. We are nothing but operating. And all of you must have seen the last word, the Times of India today. What our chairman's message says, life is precious, so don't neglect it. Do what best is possible, get them treated. So life is really precious. One has to take care of it. With this, thank you very much, sir, for all the help you have given for me to stay here. Yeah, right.
Thank you, Dr. P.K. Reddy. You truly had all of us in the palm of your hand with those soft-spoken words. I think everyone was hanging on to every last word that you had to say. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to welcome a member of our nursing team. So can we please give a warm welcome to Ms. Prema?
Namaste, Chairman sir, and family, and all dignitaries gathered here. I am Prema, nursing officer. Here I am proud to say I am working here for past 32 years. I joined in Apollo in 1990 as a student and continue to work here. I am proud to say I am Apollo family member. I am from Apollo team. And for me, Apollo means everything. Sir, உங்களை வாழ்த்த வயதில்லை வணங்குகிறேன் sir. And Apollo means chairman sir. Apollo means love. Apollo means a lot. Apollo means energy, full of positive energy. Apollo means international standards. Apollo means full of love and care. So from the time of I joined, I work like family in Apollo. So that is the pride I have. So Chairman sir, behalf of all the family members, I thank you so much for the opportunity given for me. And also you are the God of thousands family members. You are the living God and you are the healer for our family and all the family members. And here, with your permission, I feel proud whenever I feel like I'm feeling that I am in Apollo. For one incident, I would like to quote. In 2005, myself and my friend, we went to Madras University to join a distance course on BSc Psychology. There, that officer, he didn't even mind us. He was just asking, "Enna veno?" Like that he was telling. Then we were waiting for him to give answer. Then slowly we told both of us, "We are from Apollo, sir." The moment he heard that, there was a light in his face and he offered a seat for us. And he did everything for us that I will not forget in my life, ma'am. So likewise, wherever we go, any functions, they address me that I am from Apollo. They proudly say I am from Apollo family. So this is the pride we have from Apollo and the love and care from Apollo family. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for this opportunity. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Ms. Prema. That's truly a very, very touching story to share. And can I also say Apollo also means having some of the friendliest nurses that you can ever find. So thank you for that. Next, I'd like to welcome a member of our paramedical team. Can I please invite Mr. Philip to share some of his stories?
Namaste all. My name is Philip Kumar. I work in the Interventional Radiology Department. I'm working to 37 years and still is working. இந்த இடத்துல வந்து நான் நின்னதுக்கு முதல்ல கடவுள் நன்றி சொல்கிறேன். அப்புறம் ஐயாக்கு நன்றி சொல்கிறேன். எங்கள் ஃபேமிலிக்கு நானும் எங்கள் ஃபேமிலியும் இந்த இதுக்கு ரொம்ப கடமைப்பட்டிருக்கோம். எங்களுக்கு வந்து அட்ரஸ் கொடுத்து எங்களுக்கு ஒரு நல்ல பேர் வச்சது இந்த அப்போலோ ஃபேமிலி தான். அதனால நான் நன்றி சொல்கிறேன். மற்றபடி இந்த ஒர்க்கை நான் மனப்பூர்வமாக லவ் பண்ணி ஒர்க் பண்ணுறேன். நான் ரொம்ப ஒவ்வொரு நாளும் இந்த ஆசையோட இந்த டிபார்ட்மெண்ட்டில் நான் ஒர்க் பண்ணுறேன். இன்னும் ஒரு நாளாக ஒர்க் பண்ணணும்னு ஆசைப்படுறேன். இவ்வளோ பேர் கூட மத்தியில் நான் ஒர்க் பண்ணுறேன்றது எனக்கு பெருமையாக இருக்குது. என் ஒய்ஃப் ரொம்ப சிக்காயிட்டாங்க. அவங்கள வந்து நல்லா குணப்படுத்தி அமைச்சாங்க. அதுக்கெல்லாம் நன்றி. ஆயிரக்கணக்கில் பேர்ல நம்ம ஸ்டாஃப் எல்லாம் ஒர்க் பண்றாங்க. எல்லாத்துக்கும் வழி நடத்துறது இந்த ஃபேமிலி மட்டும்தான். நல்லா இருக்கணும், எல்லாரும் பார்த்துங்க, அதுதான் முக்கியம். அவங்க நல்லா இருந்தாங்கன்னா நம்ம நல்லா இருப்போம். அதனால எல்லாருக்கும் நன்றி. தேங்க்யூ.
Thank you so much, Mr. Phil. We really appreciated your heartfelt words. Next, I'd like to welcome the head of ACC Penampet, Ms. Sheila Ketan, to please say a few words.
Namaste and a very happy anniversary to all. I've been told by the organizing committee that I have 40 seconds to say what I have to say about my experience of 40 years at Apollo. I'll try my best. I joined Apollo in '83 when I finished my college. Honestly, I had nothing to do with myself between college and marriage. I didn't know what to do. Therefore, I took up this job thinking it would be a stopgap arrangement and I'll get married and go away. Like it happens to most of us at that age, in our 20s, I fell in love. I don't know when and how I fell in love with Apollo, but I didn't fall in love with it. So much so that I walked up to my parents one day and told them, look, if I must get married, you will have to find a groom for me from Chennai, because I'm not going to leave my first love, which is Apollo. And so they did. Apollo has been home for me and for many of us over here. The Apollo family, in the true sense, has been an extended family, a family that supported me during my tough times, a family that stood by me, gave me the courage, gave me the encouragement and the strength to bounce back. And I will never forget that. Thank you, my dear family, for all of that. Be it chairman, be it Mrs. Reddy, be it Ms. Preeta, Ms. Sunita, Ms. Sangeeta, all of them really stood by me and helped me out of it. Apollo has nurtured many of us to grow in our careers into true professionals. Many of us over here will agree with that. I joined this company as a front office receptionist way back in '83. And today I'm proud to say that I am the Chief Operating Officer of India's best cancer hospital, the Apollo Cancer Center. This could not have happened anywhere. It can happen only in Apollo. We love you, Apollo. We love you, Chairman. Thank you.
What an incredible story. What an incredible journey in these 39 years. Thank you so very much. It's truly inspirational to know how far we can all grow given the right kind of support and the right kind of environment. So thank you for that. Ladies and gentlemen, our chairman has bred in all of us the purpose of our existence, which is to bring healthcare of international standards within the reach of each and every individual in this country. We are committed to the achievement and maintenance of excellence in education, research, and healthcare for the benefit of humanity. And this purpose has remained Apollo's focus for over 4 decades. Ladies and gentlemen, this purpose has been taken forward by 4 icons, by 4 pillars of strength, who are the chairman's 4 daughters. I would now like to welcome the Managing Director of the Apollo Hospitals Group, Ms. Sunita Reddy, to address the Apollo family on the road ahead for pioneers. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you.
Namaste and happy anniversary to all of you. You know, we began this morning by going to the temple, and really it was, for me, it is a moment of gratitude, because what more can you ask for? God has truly blessed us. Do you know that Apollo has a nakshatram also? It is Kritika Nakshatram. It is a living, breathing organization. It is an organization with a heart and an organization with a brain. And I'm so glad that they all come together when we make these decisions, because truly we do it not for ourselves, but we do it for our patients. And I'm grateful to each and every one of you for the wonderful work that you do every day, every minute, every second, because it comes together so beautifully. It's orchestrated in such a fashion that not only do our patients benefit, but we've been able to create a very vibrant Apollo family. I think it is far more than what Gandhiji imagined when he said Vasudeva Kutumbam. This is more the Apollo Kutumbam. It has meaning, it has life, and it continues to do good things. You know, when you talk about pioneers, I always think that you must think of the beginning. And ours was an extremely humble beginning. Chairman came back from the US, and I've said that 4 of us, we regretted it. We didn't want to leave the TV shows, the pizzas, the burgers to come back to vegetarian India, but we did. And I often think, you know, that when you do something with a purpose, it always works. And I remember how difficult it is to start this one hospital, but still we said, let's do it. And it was such a challenge that chairman called an astrologer, and we asked the astrologer, you know, will this work? So he looked at my mother's hand and he said, this is not just one hospital. This is going to be many hospitals. So we called it Apollo Hospitals. And in a way, we are destiny's child. This is what we are grateful for, because God has brought us together for this purpose, and we've lived up to this dream. We've been pioneers in many ways, and that's today's topic. So, you know, I have to say that when we were planning today, everyone wrote to me and they said, this is the 40th year. What are you doing? So I went to chairman's office and I asked Lata, I said, who told you it's the 40th year? He said, no, in India, we're turning 40. So I said, you know, this is the 39th year. It's not the 40th year. So it's an important. So I said, this is the best time of our life. This is the one moment in time when we recognize we've been pioneers in healthcare. We've reversed the brain drain from patients like Dr. Girinath, who said patients went abroad for cardiac care. Today, patients from 150 countries come to India for care. And these are the pioneering things, from being pioneers in cancer care, in oncology, to cardiology, to orthopedics. Today I read about Ilzerov technique and I said, oh, this is old fashioned for Apollo. We did so many things. We moved to robotics and we've gone into 3D printing. We are pioneers in technology. We are pioneers in training. We are pioneers in skill. But this is that, for me, it is that one moment in time, you know, recognize that this is our 39th year. This is our turning point. And as I thought of that, I said, you know, Apollo is so good at endurance. We're resilient. During COVID, we did our very best. And we did it because we have the agility to change, you know. We were able to adapt to changing environments and changing circumstances. We were able to adapt to changing legislations, you know, that legislation on stents, when everybody who heard about it, the industry was in shock. But then Apollo said, you know, this is not about one component. This is about the service we give. So we've always been extremely agile. So let me end, because, you know, there's so much more to say and I can go on speaking, but I'd like to draw this analogy. And I said, this is the perfect moment. Even for India, this is a special moment in time when the rest of the world is facing either war or inflation or recession and is worried about different types of leadership. This is our moment in time, and this is the time that we have to seize. I'd like to give you this example of this a man from Morocco, from East Africa. His name is El Morahi, and no one knew about him, but he was the man who ran the fastest mile in 3 minutes, 45 seconds. So I say to you today, I give you this challenge today, that if one man could run a mile in 3 minutes, 45 seconds, what can the collective Apollo, 1 lakh of us do in this special year? This year, which is 535,000 minutes. What can we do for our 40th year? And I want all of the CEOs and all of the leadership to set these milestones for this year, a personal milestone for each of you, so that you do something to improve the quality of your life, whether it's study or whether it's health. Please set that milestone and send it to our office, because we're going to give you prizes for it. And set a special milestone for Apollo. This is the year of speed. We've run that endurance race and we've been winners. So let's do this 100-meter sprint this year, and through it all, know that God is blessing you, that his blessings are always with you. And from all of us, deep gratitude to you and your families for the wonderful work that you do each and every day. Thank you all, and God's blessings.
Thank you, Ms. Sunita. As always, you light a fire within all of us and you set the bar quite high. I hope all of you are deciding what your personal milestones are going to be for this year. I look forward to hearing how many people achieved it next year as well. So ladies and gentlemen, with each and every one of those chairman's daughters, all of you bring with you so much wisdom, your own uniqueness and your own personality. And every year when we hear from each and every one of you, there's so much to learn and so much to take away. So I get very excited when it's time for the 4 of you to talk. So we've heard from one of the amazing women. It's now time to hear from the next one. Ladies and gentlemen, if I can request you all to give a very, very warm round of applause for Dr. Sangeeta Reddy, our Joint Managing Director.
Namaste, dear members of the Apollo family, Chairman, Mummy, our outstanding doctors, everybody here. It's always very, it's difficult because it's emotional. It's difficult because there's so much to say. They asked me to speak about the beginning. And I think so many of you have created the beginning. You own the beginning. You are the beginning and you are the future. And so I'm really going to, it's difficult to also talk about the beginning when Chairman is here and he was the one who really dreamt it. But I'm going to do, very, very fast, a few thoughts of different dimensions of that beginning. Because while that lamp was being lit here, and I'm sharing few of these thoughts because I always believe that Apollo Madras, we were Madras, so Apollo Madras, Apollo Chennai is the fountainhead. It was here that the power was born. It was here that the power grows. And it is here that that power keeps rejuvenating with every time you smile, every time you touch a patient. And it is in this amazing place that Chairman sowed the seed of high-end healthcare, and Dr. Girinath told you about it in cardiology. He was modest when he said that, 45 this thing, but actually when you finished the 25th open heart surgery, Dr. Girinath, we did an assessment and it showed that of the 96 credible heart surgery programs in India, 81 of them had people who had been trained at Apollo. So that is the impact. It is more than 10% of the cardiac work if you look at the direct and indirect impact. And many more seeds have been sowed of advanced clinical care. Let me tell you another story that very few of you know. A wonderful lady walked in here because Chairman invited her, and that was Moshina Kidwai. She was the Union Health Minister. And he started what was called Apollo Health Association with the sole purpose to bring healthcare within the reach of people. Dr. Girinath said, people say, how can you make it more cost effective? But availability, access, quality, affordability were always the mantras. Apollo Health Association was the seed which was planted to bring health insurance to India. The first health insurance program happened in Aragonda with 1 rupee a day in the year 20. in the year 2000. From there, we did Arogya Bhadrata for the Andhra police. From there, it went to Yashashwini for the Karnataka farmers. We ran that program for 9 years. In the meanwhile, became Arogya Shri of Andhra Pradesh, which then led to Rajiv Arogya Shri and is now the Ayushman Bharat Yojana program. So if people in the world, it is now, I think 67 crore people insured. That is the impact that started that one day, because chairman said, insurance is the answer. Let us find and create affordability. There are more programs like that. There are other outstanding seeds yesterday, and you're going to hear about this. Shobna is not here physically, but her powerful video is following. But because one patient said, I drive all the way from Adyar to come here to buy medicine because I trust only you. That's how the pharmacy chain began. Yay, pharmacy. Because chairman said primary healthcare is important. My internal medicine doctors are important. And we need people to come not only when they're very sick, but even then. Apollo clinics began. Today it's about 300 clinics, but the team is promising you from afar, chairman, it will become 3,000 clinics. And like that, so many seeds. Your education and research, the medical colleges, we will transform the way education is taught. We will bring through Medvarsity. Medvarsity is actually the world's largest digital online training program. That thought and that power and that concept. And that also began in this building. So I have only 2 requests to all of you on this very special anniversary. I'm not going to talk about your personal promises because she'll be saying, is she going to say she'll promise to lose 5 kilos? So I'm not talking about those, but I have 2 requests for all of you. And my first request is that everyone in Apollo Chennai, please participate and spread your power and your message across the 100,000 Apollos. Get on the digital media, tell your story, tell them why this is great. Tell them why it's important. And, you know, whenever I talk about Apollo, I get emotional. So I want to tell all of you that what you have is incredible. Contain it, share it, spread it, be the ambassador. And forgive me, people don't fully understand what happened. And that's why I'm telling all of you to share this message. They see a commercialization of healthcare. Apollo came for a reason and a purpose. And you all need to protect that. No, I'm gonna power through this one. But the reason is that it is important to tell the story, the true story of reaching and touching lives. Day before yesterday, and I'm going to end with this and one more quick thing. Day before yesterday, the ex-president's son finished his gym. 50-year-old, fit, fantastic guy, collapsed in his house. They rushed him to Apollo. 23 minutes, they were doing CPR, 23 minutes door to balloon time. LAD 100% block. Stent put, cardiologist was right there. Within 7 minutes of starting that case, he had the second primary angioplasty wheel into the door. They continued CPR. They revived this person. They opened up the block. They put the stent. They put the balloon pump. His pupils are reacting. His 45-year-old wife, his family is intact because of all of you. And so we need to spread the vision, the passion, the power. And so again, so the first thing I was going to say is, please spread this fountainhead message. The second thing is that because of the power of digital, you can go beyond these 4 walls. So the next video I'm going to share is something again, which is going to come from Madras. It's also been done a lot in Hyderabad. So, you know, I live there, I need this thing. But the power of your EICUs, the power of your clinical protocols, the power of sharing can happen through beyond telemedicine, the new digital platform, which is going to be announced. So happy anniversary, guys. Keep the world happy, keep the country happy. There's medical tourism, there's artificial intelligence, there's biomarkers. There's a line of things that you're going to do to keep creating history. But that history comes from the heart. that history comes from the power of Chairman's one line, that all you intelligent people and all you skilled surgeons, the path from your brain to your hand must simply go through your heart. And that is Apollo. So let me share with you, please play the video. Let me share with you this power of enhanced connected care.
Technology is a defining influence in modern medicine. At Apollo Hospitals, we harness power of technology to work for people at every level of our care network to support both the caregivers and their patients, no matter where they are. With over 10,000 beds across 71 hospitals, Apollo Hospitals is India's largest integrated healthcare provider. Over years, we have emerged as a leading player in the medical ecosystem, adding much-needed transformational programs to improve patient experience. We are evolving as the most advanced and completely enhanced, tech-enabled connected care network offering clinically integrated, patient-centric healthcare solutions at every touchpoint, in 5G connected ambulances, in every ER and trauma center, across our network of clinics and partner nursing homes, in ICUs across the country, and at patients' homes. The indigenously developed AI-based technology ensures our clinicians and nurses provide the best possible care with boundaries. We believe innovation is an attitude far from being merely a skill, and at Apollo, we epitomize this truth. Comprehensive connected care. Powered by technology. Empowered to save lives.
So guys, this is our platform. This is our methodology to reach out to every village in India, every nursing home that needs your care, every international place, and it's not just Africa, even USA needs you. So please, let's continue to take the power of Apollo Chennai beyond these four walls, because this is the power of the legacy. Happy anniversary. Love you all very, very much. Namaste.
Thank you, Dr. Sangeeta Reddy. Everyone often says Chennai is an emotion, but after hearing you speak, I think it's safe to say Apollo Chennai is an emotion. Thank you for sharing all of that with us. Thank you so very much. Ladies and gentlemen, one of healthcare industry's most influential and formidable leaders who's led multivaried roles in healthcare and the digital revolution. She couldn't be here with us today, but she shared with us a recorded message. So ladies and gentlemen, sit back, relax, and listen to Ms. Shobhana Kamineni, Executive Vice President, Apollo Hospitals Group.
Namaste. I'm joined here by my team of Apollo Pharmacy, Apollo Health Co., which is Apollo 247, to be a part of this joyous birthday, the beginning of Apollo's 40th year of transforming Indian healthcare. And what a wonderful journey it's been. But first, today, on the 17th of September, we opened our 5,000th store. Mr. Jay Kumar, the CEO, came to me and he said, our boys have worked really hard. In 7 months, they opened 500 stores because we believe that we have to make this an auspicious and an awesome beginning to a truly fantastic journey of Apollo's 40 years of serving this Indian nation, and which is why we opened the 5,000th store. It is not about numbers, because I can guarantee you Monday morning, there's going to be another store that opens, and another and another and another. That's the journey, that we never stay still. But what it really marks is that today, with 5,000 stores, Apollo Pharmacy reaches 60 crore Indians directly being able to access either by walk or a short drive. And I think that is completely awesome. But it doesn't stop there. What we created in the last 3 years is a complete omni-channel. And what that omni-channel does with Chairman's vision is that he said, I want everyone in India to have healthcare touch their lives. And that is what Apollo 247, our digital company, does. What we do is that we can give people medicines in 2 hours We can deliver 19,000 PIN codes within 24 hours, which gives us access to another 40 crore Indians. So 100 crore Indians is what Apollo Pharmacy serves. Apart from that, they need, in most cities, we can provide diagnostic services, right there at their doorstep. They get their results within 5 to 6 hours. And a doctor, history is geography. Today, you can be in any part of the world and you can access an Apollo doctor. This is the awesome technology that Apollo is first in India and definitely among the first omni-channel companies in the world. And with me is this great team that actually made it happen. I think what we have to acknowledge with gratitude, humility, and how can we not be proud that we belong to Apollo? We belong to this wonderful family that cares, not just like Chairman says, everyone, every Indian or everyone in this world comes first to us. How can we serve them? So everyone here, they wake up in the morning because, and when they go to work, it's not about a job. It is truly about a mission. And that mission, Chairman, has been keeping alive in people for the last 40 years. And it's so ingrained in our DNA. I do believe that for the next 60 years, till we reach our 100th anniversary, we are going to go from strength to strength to strength. So Jai Hind, and we love Apollo. What do you say, guys? Thank you.
Thank you for that truly lovely message. Ladies and gentlemen, 14,240 days, 39 years, and over 200 million people healed. I can think of absolutely no one better to be up here on the stage next to speak about the legacy of Apollo, especially via its humane pioneers, which inspires us to dream more, to learn more, to achieve more, and to serve the society more with each passing day. So ladies and gentlemen, if I can request you all to give a very warm round of applause as we welcome onto the stage the wise and the charming Ms. Preeta Reddy, Executive Vice Chairperson, Apollo Hospitals.
Namaste. A very, very happy anniversary to all of you. When we were sitting and listening to everyone, Sangeeta got tearful, Sunita and me got emotional, and Chairman, of course, was nostalgic, but he was thinking of what are we going to do for the next 100 years, because he's one person who's never, ever satisfied. So Chairman, today I stand in front of you with just some of the lessons I have learned. And by me learning these lessons, I think I got called wise today. And then I got called very kind and soft-hearted by Dr. MRG. But I think that itself is a lesson, and that is something what Apollo does to you every day. I'm also joking, but it truly is, to many of us, a temple of healing. When we come in the morning, I stop at the Ganesha at the entrance, because I just think that it kind of starts there. And then when we leave, we go back and we say, God, thank you. But the thank you and the gratitude is for just a chance to be able to touch so many million lives. She just gave statistics about 20 million lives. But every day and every life here is truly, truly a miracle. There's a child, I just asked Sunita, I said, hey, Suni, what happened to that child who's on ECMO at the pediatric hospital? She said, check with Meena. That baby was like so sick in another hospital, and it was literally a miracle. Those parents crying, beg, all that happens, and it happens every day. But today the child is off ECMO, and Meena says, ma'am, hopefully with prayers, the baby will go home. And this baby is 2 weeks old. So these are the kind of things which happen just 24/7 in Apollo. And so many times when we're, faced with a decision, Dad, Chairman, what do we do? And then he'll look at us and he'll say, just do whatever's best for the patient. Everything else will follow. And I think this has really, really been what the DNA of Apollo has been. You know, you saw Shobana, and it was so inspiring yesterday. 5,000 pharmacies, no spurious drugs. Why did we do it? Only because of that person who trusted us. So many million lives, so many hospitals, so many clinics. We're going digital. We're, you know, getting into technology. Why are we doing it? Only because of the patient. The Proton was a giant leap for us as an institution. Chairman, I think only he could convince the board to even do something like that, because it was a huge expense. But today, what has it done? It's put India on the oncology map. Sheila proudly said that, you know, we've won global awards for cancer care. The rest of the world is looking at us. They're coming here for research, teaching, training, and all that. Why did we do it? Because Chairman said, we need to do something because the outcomes, patients trust us. We have to do it for our patients. So I think day in and day out, that is in our DNA. That is what, you know, you heard these amazing stories from our staff. And they said when they walk out in public, people look at us and they say, you know, are you Apollo? And to me, being Apollo and, you know, being able to make this kind of difference in people's lives is actually a huge responsibility. You know, Chairman has built this culture. He has taught us what we have to do. And each one of the 120,000 of our family members have taken that on themselves to make a difference in people's lives. Sunita said, go out there, run, make a difference. We really have to do it, because that responsibility, that legacy of 40 years now is something, you know, when you start running a race, there is no slowing down, there is no stopping. Because remember that we're not doing it for ourselves. Gone are the days where we do something for ourselves. Today, we have to do it because people trust us, because it's a responsibility, because we are proud Indians, and because the rest of the world looks at us and says, you know, if Apollo is doing this, then there is something there we all have to emulate. We are celebrating Apollo Chennai because by starting this one hospital in 1983, there's a whole healthcare movement which happened in India. You know, there are multiple centers of excellence. There are multiple patients being treated and treated so well with great outcomes. And it's because that torch, which is part of our logo, that flame was lit here, literally where all of you are sitting, you know, that lamp was lit here. And that lamp lights up so many lives. So my request to all of you is that please remember that you're torch bearers of a movement which Chairman started. You have great responsibility on your shoulders, and you will carry it well, and you will carry it responsibly, because the rest of the world is actually looking at us. And before I close, you know, your life is precious, and please take care of your lives. Make a difference in the lives of your families, you know, look after yourselves, just keep healthy, because every time, you know, you do something to keep someone healthy, to touch someone's life, touch the lives of people around you, you make Apollo a better place. You make that flame burn much more brightly. So really, thank you all for being here. Thank you for the amazing lessons I've learned, not only from Chairman and my mother and my sisters, but from all the senior clinicians. You know, I can have multiple stories about what all I've learned, whether it's Dr. MRG, Dr. KRP, you know, Dr. Bama, and Dr. PK Reddy. You know, each one of you have taught me lessons to be a better human being and to serve people better. So thank you, and a very happy anniversary. I really, really love Apollo.
Thank you so very much. It's lovely to see all of you open up and share how emotional this day is truly for all of you. I think for everyone else, they understand the level of passion and the investment that it takes to make Apollo the institution that it is today. So thank you for sharing all of that with us. Today is a landmark day for all of us at Apollo as we complete 39 years of dedicated patient care. We've been truly blessed to have covered a fulfilling journey together, and we are humbled by the love and trust placed in us by over 200 million families. Ladies and gentlemen, as we enter our 40th year, let us reaffirm our commitment to always bring the best of healthcare to everybody. Let's look to a future that's truly filled with hope, where we will work towards making healthcare more proactive and preventative. Ladies and gentlemen, let's take a look at a video that details the pioneers of healthcare. Can we have the video, please? Ladies and gentlemen, we heard from Ms. Sunita about how, as everyone is celebrating the completion of 39 years and entering into the 40th year, our beloved chairman is already planning for the next 60. And I think that video gave you a glimpse of what the future might be as envisioned by our beloved chairman and the entire family. I'd now like to invite Dr. Srinivas Paramasivam, consultant of neurosurgery, to please felicitate our beloved chairman and also to share a few words.
Good morning, everyone. Namaste. It's my pleasure and privilege to be here amongst you during this anniversary celebration. I'm proud, as each one of you is an Apolloite here. One man's dream can change the world. Yes, our chairman's dream has changed the world and changed the healthcare system in India and has changed the lives of millions of people and for all of us. Before I just prepared a lot of things, but I'm just going to talk my personal experience here as the senior surgeon spoke. After I graduated in neurosurgery, I was looking for subspecialty. I went to the United States. I trained in neurovascular and neurointervention. My heart was always with India. I wanted to come back. I was in a dilemma whether I should come back or stay back and then do the job I was doing there. 2015 December, I came back and then met the chairman. I was at that time in a dilemma. I was not sure whether I should come back or stay there. And the day I met the chairman, I made a short presentation and all those stuff. He said, "Young man, what are you waiting for? Your platform is ready. You need to come back." And my decision was very clear. I went back in January. I gave my resignation. And 2016 August, I joined Apollo. And from then on, no looking back. And as Dr. P.K. Reddy said, he had the charm to make people believe that they can achieve coming back to India. And today, I do not regret a bit for coming back and joining Apollo. Have achieved more and more. Today, our work, we are able to present to the rest of the world. In any world conference, we are able to go and present our work, and it is applauded and it is recognized. Thank you, Chairman. Thank you for all you have done for us. And as far as the neurosciences go, we are on par with any of the Western world. Today, we use neuronavigation, intraoperative nerve monitoring. We do neurointerventions in adult vascular malformations. We do neurointerventions in pediatric vascular malformations, in newborn pediatric vascular malformations with the most complex vascular disorders. We are able to treat in this campus. And that is all possible because of your dream, sir. And you have made things possible for us to deliver what we thought we could deliver. And before I conclude, I mean, I would say that one thing I want to say that the most important thing I feel working in Apollo is teaching the DNB students. 8% of the Diplomated National Board of Education students are enrolled in Apollo at various hospitals and various programs, and they go on to provide healthcare for the next generation and for the rest of the hospitals in India. And we are proud of that, and we are proud of teaching them. Some people dream of success, while others get up every morning, go make it happen, putting their heart and soul together. And I'm sure our chairman has done that, and that dream is Apollo. I call this as an Apollo family, or I would even go about calling it an Apollo empire. And we are so grateful to you, sir. And we are so grateful to the lights you have lit up in the lives of all the people who work here, as well as the millions of people whom we touch and treat every day. And at the outset, I would also like to thank the 4 pillars, Preeta ma'am, Sunita ma'am, Shobna ma'am, and Sangeeta ma'am for encouraging us, whatever projects we take them, take it to them. Like we talk that we can move on in this direction, we can take this forward. They were always encouraging, and they always pushed us to do better. At this outset, I would also like to thank our CEO, Mr. Shivakumar, our COO, Santi Sarjan, our Director of Medical Services, Dr. Vengrachalam, for really helping us in everyday activity, in pushing things forward and helping us do what we do. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone.
I'd now like to welcome our beloved chairman to please join us on stage. And may I invite Dr. Srinivas to please felicitate our chairman. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe our chairman has said, I think having all of you here on this occasion is a gift more than enough. So thank you again for being incredibly humble and for leading by example. Ladies and gentlemen, I now give to you your beloved chairman, the pioneer of modern Indian healthcare, Dr. Pratapsee Reddy himself. Over to you, sir.
My lovely members of Apollo family, wish you all a very, very happy anniversary. You are truly marvelous, marvelous people. I still remember that door when our late President John Ignal Singh cut the ribbon and opened this hospital. We had a few friends of mine here. He said, Dr. Reddy is a very clever fellow. This is not for a hospital, this is for a 5-star hotel. So I told them later, it's not 5-star, it's a 7-star hospital. Whatever I thought today, you have made it all possible. Thank you. Thank you, my board boys, my various assistant roles played, the nurses, the doctors, the managers, and of course my 4 daughters. For all of you, it's a wonderful thing, you know, of course, my wife who guided every, who is my boss. So automatically you will accept her as one of the leaders. No, it has been a tremendous journey because, as I said, my concept then was I lost a young man. I used to send the presidents, the prime ministers, the external affairs as a cardiologist. If they need surgery, there was no acceptable program at that time. So I used to send them abroad. I lost a young man who couldn't afford, and he lost his life. You know why? Leaving behind a 31-year-old wife, 4-year-old daughter, 2-year-old son. You know why? He couldn't raise $50,000. I thought to myself, why should they spend $50,000 if Indian doctors, Indian scientists, Indian engineers are par excellence overseas? Why can't we do this here? And what all you have done is my feeling that time that we can do it, and you have done it. And these 39 years have been very, very significant because Dr. Girnath has mentioned tremendously what he has done in cardiology. Today, we are the leaders in cardiology. And Dr. Prasanna told me about surgery. He came back and did everything that possible that we are doing. In oncology, we are number one. In transplants, we are number one. We are doing everything that the world is doing. But the most important thing is the 3 C's, which others are not doing. We're the care and compassion, which you can't buy with a douche mark or $1, and the cost effectiveness. Sometimes this cost effectiveness in the West, they are mistaken saying India is cheap. So please remind them that it's cost effective, and the care that we give is equal or even better than the best centers anywhere in the world. It has all been proven by the recent several awards that Apollo has received, both nationally, in the Asian awards, recently in the international award. All this is a proven what you have done. But I think having done all of these gives us that immense strength, inner strength, saying, we have done all of this, but we have not completed our journey. We have not completed our journey to be able to give the same level of care for all people from all over the world. I think this is where I took this up with our Prime Minister, saying that India today, there is not just Apollo 71 hospital, there are another 200 other good hospitals in the country which are giving great care to people. So I think it's now ready to serve the world. So I think what we need is for people to understand that such care is available in India. This is where I went to the Prime Minister with my 4 daughters. And of course, I said 4 Shaktis. My wife said, what about me? So the moment when he heard from Raji in Delhi saying, Mrs. Reddy wants to come, of course he should come. So I think he spent 30-40 minutes with me because I don't know Hindi. In English, he said, this is wonderful. I've gone through your letter, your 18 suggestions, but I have something else to add. India has always been known, way back in Sushruta's time, Indian medicine, Indian surgery was very popular. So we will bring those features. You in your hospitals, you cure them, and then we make them well in these centers and call it as Heal in India. And they made it from 18 suggestions that I have given, they made it 32 suggestions. And Sangeeta had several discussions with the health minister, who worked almost continuously for the next 2 weeks. All other ministries are working. It's making a difference. So we're going to see that happen. We're going to see that happen, that India is not only a major healthcare center for Indians, it's going to be a major healthcare center for the world, because the world needs us, because there are huge shortage of healthcare people all over the world. This is another thing which I have told them. What IT has done 30 years ago by making Indians, from ordinary class to middle class and bringing foreign exchange earnings, healthcare now can do this. There is an opportunity to supply the doctors, the nurses, the technologists, the managers for various hospitals across the world so that India will have the prime position. And then I said, you can go down in history saying that you have given the nation a healthy, happy, and a wealthy nation. So he was very pleased. I'm very happy that we have a prime minister who, when he's convinced, brings it to action. So there are several procedures that are going across. I understand even in the customs today, if a patient comes in, he's treated very specially. So all the 32 suggestions are taking place. We are going to see this happen. So we are not keeping quiet. We are continuously being, we are now one hospital. We are now 71 hospitals. We are also planning some international level hospital to meet the need of these people for special care. So we thought we'll put up 3 or 4. Sunita will agree for 3 or 4 major super specialty hospitals where we'll serve these patients from abroad, plus give our people that level of care that is not available for them anywhere else in the world before Apollo. So I think we have made a tremendous difference in almost in everything. We have also learned to during COVID time, what you all have done is tremendous. No ordinary word can say to the appreciation that should come for the way in the manner in which you have done. It's not just Apollo. The government of India, the public healthcare, private healthcare, all have done provide for the country in managing the COVID. I think this is the a lesson for us. But we all know way back in middle of last decade, IMF as well as World Bank, WHO has warned there is going to be another major threat during this decade. That is the non-communicable diseases, the heart attacks, the strokes, the cancer, diabetes, infections, and I add 2 more to that, obesity and mental illness. These NCDs are going to be cause of 80% of the deaths in the world, and a cost burden of 30 trillion for the world, and imagine for India $5 trillion. I think leave alone the money. Who are these people who are going to lose? In heart attacks, it doesn't like in West, it doesn't occur in 60s and 80s. In India, it's occurring between 30s and 40s. The other day, we had a very young man who was alive before entering Grim's Lane. By the time he came here, he was no more. What did we act? The next day, I announced saying, all our ambulances are free. 1066 is free for any medical or surgical emergency. You know why? Our ambulances, number one, they are well trained. First, we had Stanford training. Today, our trainers are training them to give immediate help. But second, all our ambulances are connected with telehealth, and now 4G, and very soon it's going to be connected with 5G. So the treatment will start there. This young man had an attack at 6:30. He told his wife at 6:40. It took them another 25 minutes to get a driver. And so by the time was lost. Almost 45 minutes was lost. And that 45 minutes would have made a significant impact. This is why we have made throughout the country, wherever Apollo is, for any medical or surgical emergencies, all our ambulances are free. So I think this is the manner in which we have reacted from day one and brought this type of facility closer to people. It is not that we are reaching only one class of people. I know in my village, we look after 67,000 people. I think they're all very healthy and happy. They right from birth, there is no neonatal and maternal mortality because the day she is pregnant, she is given 2 meals and all her medical records are there. She is looked after. The deliveries are done by our people and there are no maternal and neonatal mortality. The children are looked after well in school, and then when they grow up, there is all possibilities, and if they have no job, the center provides them something to earn for themselves. For older people, there's something. Last Monday, they've opened a beautiful children's park. It's not just for enjoyment. It is for opening up their minds. I think this is a very wonderful thing. So, and I thank Dr. Madan Mohan Reddy and his team for having done 500 knee replacement without a single infection. I think it's a world record. I must tell you, one of those old ladies told me, whenever I go there, I interact with them. One of the ladies told me, my grandchildren used to tease me and run away. Now I chase them. This is the difference that they have made. God bless all of you. I'm sure each one of you will make the difference. Even 18 cancers are found in stage 2, stage 3, thanks to the survey that the cancer or Apollo Cancer Hospital went and did the survey for them, and now they're all cancer free. So this is where I think our objectives are continuously will grow. It is a very simple thing. All that we want to say is we care for people. We want to give the very best possible for us. We will spare nothing, in giving the love and affection and care for people. But on the same token, I want to warn all of you. I know all of you have got the Pro Health checkup for you and your families and for your adults. Please look after your families and be healthy and happy. So automatically wealth will come along with it. This is the biggest, happiness is the biggest wealth. So God bless all of you. I love you all. But I think all the presentations that I have seen, we had recently a 3-day workshop. In the workshop, they have shown us what we have done in this 30 years, in every respect, in what we have achieved, what we are, by way of the financial potential. But what's most important was what we can do in the next 5 years. So I think this is where all of us are great to say, we are not saying, oh, we have done wonderful things, we are great people. Instead of saying, we are wonderful people, we can do many more wonderful things. God bless all of you. I love you all. Wish you all a very, very, very happy anniversary. And as I said, the next generation is going to see a lot of artificial intelligence, the machine learning, all of it. This is going to become part of our lives, and God bless in adaptation of all of this and giving it back to people. I think that is the most important thing, that we care for ourselves, but we care more for the people who trust us. And there are a lot of people who have developed a lot of trust within the country for many, many wonderful things I've done. For all of each one of it, my sincere appreciation for everyone from ward boy to my MD, my sincere appreciation for the great, great things that you've all done. God bless all of you.
Thank you to our beloved chairman. I love the fact that 1 second you're advocating to the Honorable Prime Minister of what the future of healthcare ought to be. The next minute you're interacting with patients who still visit the hospital every day. Thank you for doing everything that you do. We truly appreciate it. I also absolutely love the fact that Apollo Hospitals is the only institution where healthcare and love is spoken about in such a symbiotic and synonymous way. So thank you for that. I think that culture comes top down, and I think that comes from you. So thank you as always. I know all of you shared stories, and he spoke about how we need to take care of our families, but we don't need to worry, because as someone who's had my family members walk in through these doors, I know how well you take care of our families. So thank you for doing that. On that note, speaking of taking care of our families, we're celebrating 39 glorious years. So we're going to reach out to all 1.2 lakhs of you and share a small token of our love. I mean, we cut a cake here. We want you to share in some of the sweets so you can enjoy this moment and celebrate with us. So can I please request our beloved chairman to share the same box of chocolates that's going to be given out to all 1.2 lakhs of you. This is a small token of our chairman and everyone's appreciation. There's also a letter in there So I hope you take the time to read that while you're eating some of these yummy chocolates. Me read out the letter. Well, if your mother keeps feeding me, I'd want an entire box. So I'm just going to take a moment to read this out. Greetings on our 39th anniversary. Nearly 4 decades ago, we started our journey towards bringing world-class healthcare within the reach of everyone. We've been the pioneers in everything that's happened in Indian healthcare ever since. Technology, infrastructure, clinical processes, service excellence, and clinical outcomes have been at the core of what we did every single day over the last 39 years. A pioneer's journey is never complete. It is a continuous process as we enter our 40th year, and I urge that we rededicate ourselves to the mission of touching 1 billion lives. You've been an important member of the Apollo family, and I wish to congratulate you for everything you've done individually, as a team, and as a family. Your commitment and dedication are appreciated across the country and the world. Over the years, more than 200 million individuals have honored us with their trust, and this is our finest legacy. The Apollo torch of healing lights up hope in people's hearts, and this fills my heart with immense gratitude. As a pioneer, Apollo has been at the forefront of providing the best care and keeping our patients healthy with our passion, commitment, and technology. The culture of care motivates the entire Apollo family to keep pushing boundaries and creating a whole new system of healthcare which the world needs. Life is truly precious, and you must become the ambassador of wellness. I hope you and your family are getting your health checks done regularly and staying fit and healthy. Preeta, Sunita, Shobhana, and Sangeeta, join me in wishing you and your family health and happiness. Best wishes, Dr. Pratapsee Reddy. May I now invite our beloved chairman to present the first box to Dr. Hemalata Center. I promise I didn't eat it. I'd like to invite Mr. Subramanian Karthik to please receive the next one. Thank you very much. Thank you, sir. I'm going to please request you to take your seat once again. We have global leaders from across the world who've reached out and wanted to share messages with us on this special occasion. As Apollo Hospitals enters into its 40th year, we've completed 39 glorious years and we're entering into our 40th year. So global leaders from across the world have been pouring in their well wishes. But before we play that video, can I request someone to please help me in moving this chair? Thank you, sir. Thank you so very much. Can we have the video, please?
I congratulate Apollo Hospitals in completing 39 years in the service of this great nation. And in their 40th year, I'm sure Apollo Hospital will go from strength to strength. My family and I would like to say thank you to Apollo Hospitals for the way you've looked after all of us in our time of distress, in our times of need. And this congratulations is not just for Apollo Hospitals, but the people who make Apollo Hospitals, this great institution, the doctors, the nurses, the supporting staff, the lab technicians, everybody. From the bottom of my heart, many, many congratulations and Jai Hind.
Dr. Reddy is a great, great visionary. His vision dream was to bring world-class medical services to India and make it not only available but affordable to every common citizen of this country. His brainchild is Apollo Hospitals. With the extraordinary services and reputation that it has achieved, today Apollo Hospitals has grown to be a huge banyan tree, spreading its branches not only in India, but in other countries too. I wish Apollo Hospitals to spread its wings further and further and continue serving the humanity in an extraordinary way for the years to come.
40 years back, when Dr. Pratap Reddy founded the first Apollo hospital in what was Madras, then Chennai, now, this was the pioneering vision of Dr. Pratap Reddy, who set one up and then built trust, built many specialities, brought in many treatments for the first time in India. So once again, congratulations everybody at Apollo. Congratulations most of all to Dr. Pratap Reddy for being such a visionary pioneer and being so steadfast and so persistent in your belief.
I wish the hospital every success, further growth, further service to patients all over the country. And above all, I wish my senior friend, Dr. P.C. Reddy, more years at the helm and every happiness.
Bringing quality healthcare to the millions of people in India, now grown to 71 hospitals. But you have done India proud. You have served our people in such a wonderful way. I wish you long years of greater success.
My best wishes and congratulations to the founder chairman, Dr. Pratap C. Reddy, and the management of the hospital. My best wishes are also for the doctors, sisters and nurses, and all other healthcare workers who are dedicating their services for their patients. Indian Overseas Bank take pride that we are one of the first bankers to this group. Our relationship over the year is going from strength to strength.
I take this opportunity to congratulate you on the embarkment on the 40th year of Apollo Healthcare. What a great milestone. Over the years, Apollo has been a beacon of light and a source of hope to millions of people. Wishing you and Team Apollo all the very best in serving the humanity and making a difference in the healthcare for generations to come.
I commend the service of the Apollo Hospital. I wish it to function for a long number of years and go on for centuries and serve the people in the best way as we do it.
I'm truly glad.
Thank you for that. We have many more messages from lots of eminent people, but we will be playing that in a short little while. So thank you for bearing with us. And now, ladies and gentlemen, smiles behind the mask is something all of you need absolutely no introduction, especially in COVID times when things got incredibly tough. All of you stepped forward, took on the mantle, and the challenge that everyone here, the Apollo family, gave you is to continue doing what you do, but do it even better, especially in tougher times. This time we're back with Smiles Behind the Mask edition 2. And I'd love to welcome Mrs. Chairman to please join us on stage, unveil the cover for the very first time in front of our audience, and then present it to someone. So can we please give a huge round of applause and welcome Mrs. Chairman to please join us on stage.
I feel I should give it to Dr. Girinath because it's been our first one. And I know many other doctors out there, but he is really has done so many surgeries. And we thank him for all that.
Come this side.
Thank you.
Little bit more.
Journey on this road, we never know what lies ahead. Yes, we want the future too. We free from anxiety, to wipe all tears of suffering and sadness from their face. With hope so strong, we won't lose our ground.
Thank you. I'd now like to invite Dr. Venkatasalam to please present the vote of thanks. Doctor.
So all with good smiles, I'll start my vote of thanks. Good afternoon, Vanakkam, Namaste to all. Respected Chairman, Mrs. Chairman, senior members of Apollo Hospital Management, consultant, dignitaries, and members of Apollo family. I'm truly blessed to be here before this August gathering to celebrate our hospital's anniversary day. I would like to express our sincere thanks to all who made this day memorable one to all of us. The beginning of this great journey of healing and caring of patients started way back in 1983. In this divinely blessed Apollo Hospital, Chennai, with the mission of our chairman to bring healthcare of international standard within the reach of every individual of our country. Now in the year 2022, our chairman's vision of touching 1 billion lives becoming a reality through entire Apollo healthcare delivery ecosystem across the nation. Thank you, sir, for your vision, leadership, and blessing to all of us gathered here, and all Apollo family members who have joined this anniversary day celebration from all Apollo hospital units across the nation. I thank Madam Mrs. Chairman for your presence during today's celebration and your blessings to all Apollo family members. Madam, your support, kindness, and calming smile brings lots of happiness to all of us. Thank you, Madam. I also thank our senior management leaders, Madam Mrs. Preeta Reddy, Ms. Sunita Reddy, Ms. Shobana Reddy, Ms. Sangeeta Reddy, for your esteemed presence and inspiring and motivating speeches. Madam, all of you today, you touched our hearts, mood, and it was very inspiring. We are all with you in this great healing journey. And this is a tremendous journey 1983 chairman started here. It will go 100+ years. We will continue with you and with your next generation in this great healing journey of Apollo Hospital. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you, madam, all of you. It always gives us great joy to celebrate our hospital's anniversary day with all of you. And we also thank other distinguished members of senior management for their presence during this today's anniversary day. My gratitude to Dr. M.R. Greenath, Dr. P.K. Reddy for sharing nostalgic and truly inspiring journey with Apollo. Thank you, sir. I also thank Dr. Meera Raghavan for your divinely praised song and Dr. Paramasivam for your gracious felicitation speech. I thank Ms. Sheila and Sister Prema for taking us through the memory lane of their journey with Apollo. It was truly inspiring. I thank all hospital, corporate and unit level leadership for their support for today's colorful celebration. We thank Mr. Kiran and HR team for organizing this grand and colorful anniversary day function. I would also like to thank Apollo Main Hospital Unit Leadership, Mr. Shivkumar, Dr. Santi Surgeon, and Apollo Main Hospital team for their support towards this grand celebration. Finally, I would like to conclude with a big thanks to all Apollo family members join here and join online for this momentous hospital anniversary day celebration. Namaste. Have a good day. Thank you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Venkatasalam, and thank you to all of you for making today's celebrations absolutely fabulous. Once again, I'd like to wish all of you a very, very happy anniversary. We'd like to request all of the units to please join us online, as our beloved chairman will address all of you via the link that's been shared with you with the IT teams. So I repeat, I'd like to invite all of our units to please join us online as soon as possible. Can we set up for the address, please?
everybody मत बोल देना कि प्रॉब्लम हो जाएगी.
Can the Aragonda team please unmute? Aragonda team.
Namaste, sir.
Can you unmute? Chandru, can you hear?
Yeah. Namaste. Namaste, sir.
Namaste, my Apollo Aragonda.
Happy anniversary, sir.
Happy anniversary, but wish you all the very best for the wonderful things that you are doing at Aragonda. God bless you.
Thank you, sir.
Many wonderful things that you will do, and we are with you all the time. God bless you. God bless
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Anniversary day, my special wishes to all of you.
Next, we'll have Hyderabad Jubilee Hills.
Namaste, sir.
The super team from Hyderabad.
Yes.
God
Happy
bless
anniversary,
you.
sir. Happy
For the
anniversary.
very wonderful things that you are doing as we celebrate our 39th anniversary. I want to congratulate you for the many wonderful things that you all have done. God bless you, and we are with you in your next big plans.
Thank you, sir.
Significant impact. All the best. God bless.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Next, we have the team from Ahmedabad.
Ahmedabad Apollo Hospital, wish you all the very best. I'm really proud of the wonderful thing that you're doing at Ahmedabad. And I'm sure you'll do many, many, many wonderful things to make a significant impact, not just for people of Ahmedabad, but for people of the world. This is what Apollo's aim is, to serve the world and serve the world with great care, compassion that comes from all of our hearts. God bless you all. I love you all.
Thank you. We are committed, sir. We are committed, sir. Sure.
Next, we have the team from Navi Mumbai.
Namaste, sir.
Namaste, sir.
Namaste, Mumbai. You are very special. Mumbai is India's #1. But you are in Navi Mumbai, but you have done wonderful things. And I'm sure you'll do many, many more things and then conquer the world. Not Mumbai, not Maharashtra, but I'm sure you will conquer the world. God bless you. Wish you all the very best. Congrats for the many wonderful things that you have already done in the last couple of years. God bless you. I love you all.
Thank you, sir.
Happy. Next, we have the team from Madurai.
Namaste, sir.
Namaste, sir.
Happy anniversary.
Namaste team of Apollo Madurai. I'm very happy to see you all. Mother Meenakshi will bless you, all of you. But you have done wonderful things in the last few years. And I wish you the very best. And I love you all. God bless you to do many, many more wonderful things in Madurai and in the region. And I'm sure very often you are going to get patients from abroad. God bless you all.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Yeah.
Next, we have our youngest hospital member, Apollo Sage Hospital, Bhopal.
Namaste, sir.
Namaste, sir.
Sir, happy anniversary from Apollo Sage Bhopal team.
Namaste, Apollo Sage Hospital of Bhopal. I love you all. In a very short time, you're going to make a very big impact on not just on people of Bhopal, but I think all the other states will come to you for great care. It's Apollo, and that's what Apollo Sage Hospital Bhopal will do. God
Thank you
bless
very
you all. Wish you
Thank
the
you,
very
sir.
best.
Thank you, sir.
My love to all of you.
Thank you. Thank
Thank
you,
you,
sir.
sir.
Thank you very much, sir.
Next, we have the team from Apollo Mysore.
Namaste, sir.
Namaste, Apollo
Happy
Mysore.
anniversary to all of you, sir.
Namaste. You've done wonderful things. God bless you.
Thank you, sir.
For very many very things, wonderful things that you have done. But
Thank
I
you, sir.
hope your cancer hospital will come very soon.
Yes,
so
sir.
you'll be able to serve people with oncology also.
Yes, sir.
All the very best. My good luck and God bless all of you. I love you
Thank
all.
you. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Apollo Mysore is always special to us.
Thank you, sir.
Next, we have the team from Apollo Nellore.
Sir, namaste, sir. Happy anniversary.
All the best, Apollo and Nellore. You are very happy. I don't know if you all know, previously all the doctors in Punamalai Road used to say, my house bricks are built out of Nellore people. Now, you have made a wonderful hospital, so people no longer leave Nellore. Other state people are coming to you. I admire you for the great work that you are doing. God bless all of you. I love you all and wish you the very best. I'm sure many more things will happen. I'm also looking forward to your cancer hospital as early as possible so that you will be a comprehensive totality hospital giving great care for people of Nellore and for all the other states. God bless you all.
Thank you very much, sir.
Next, we have the team from Indraprastha Apollo.
Namaste, Chairman.
Namaste, namaste.
Happy anniversary, sir. We will work faster. We will aim higher. We will become stronger, and we'll be able to do this together because, Chairman, you've always believed in Parivaro Vais Sarvasva. Family is everything. The Apollo team is one very large family, and we endeavor to treat every patient like we would want our family members to be treated. And when we think, we believe, and we act as one family, no goal is beyond our grasp. Thank you so much for a beautiful function and for your inspiration, Chairman.
All Apollo hospitals are close to me, but Apollo Indraprastha is a little more closer to my heart. I admire the great work that you all have done and the wonderful, the people, what they talk about you, the way, manner in which your doctors, your nurses, your technologists, the care, compassion that you give is unbelievable. God bless you all. We love you all. I'm waiting for your great progress and expansion. All the very best. We are with you all the time. I love you. I love you. I love you all.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Next, we have the team from Karaikudi. Kindly unmute.
Apollo Hospital, Karaikudi. Celebrating Apollo 40th anniversary of Apollo. That's also your celebration. Because together we are one Apollo. And whatever you are doing in Karaikudi reflects the entire Apollo family's good work that you are doing. I wish you all the very best. God bless you. And we love you. We will support you in every possible way. Apollo Karaikudi will always be special in all of our hearts. God bless.
Thank you.
Next, we have the team from Apollo Specialty Hospitals, Vanagaram.
Happy anniversary, sir.
Thank you. Apollo Vanagaram Hospital, you are so close, but you are so far. But you are so far in doing many wonderful things. That is what I meant by so far. You are so far ahead of many hospitals, doing wonderful things. God bless you. Wish you the very best of everything. And as I said, I'm looking forward to your adding cancer hospital because that's another specialty which is required during this non-communicable disease fight against NCDs. God bless you. Wish you all the very best. I love you all.
Thank you, sir.
Next, we have the team from Apollo Trichy.
Good Apollo Trichy, the most beautiful hospital. The beautiful hospital I've seen. God bless you for the wonderful work that you are all doing. All the very best in whatever you do. You have the full support of all of our Apollo family, and we love you all. I love you. Special good wishes to all, each and every one of you. The doctors, the nurses, the technologists, the ward boys, all of you are very, very important people. God bless you. I love you all.
Thank you for approving the oncology block, Chairman.
Next, we have the team from Apollo Excel Care.
Namaste, Chairman. Happy anniversary.
Namaste. Apollo Excel Care, you are very, very special people. You are making wonderful things. And I bless you. I am going to see many, many more wonderful things from what you have done before. I'm sure with the enthusiasm, with the support that you will require, we'll completely support you. We love you. God bless you with many, many wonderful things. I love you all. When we celebrate the anniversary here, we are all together in our effort to make a difference for the care that we give for people. God bless.
Thank you, sir.
Next, we have the team from Apollo Nasik.
Happy anniversary, sir.
Namaste, Apollo Nasik. You're all very, very special. Nasik, is a wonderful hospital. People have heard some wonderful things that you all are doing there. I wish you all the very best and sincerely hope that you will expand into another cancer hospital there because there is another major necessity. Congratulations for all the wonderful things that you are doing and many, many more things. I assure you that we will give you full support in all your efforts in making the people of Nasik, the people of the state and the neighboring states come to you for care. God bless you all.
Next, we have the team from Apollo Kolkata. Sorry, Apollo Jayanagar.
Namaste, sir. Namaste, sir.
Namaste, Apollo Jayanagar. I don't
Happy
know
anniversary,
what
sir.
language that you speak. I think you are one of our first hospitals which has become paperless.
Thank you, sir.
You are a very, very special hospital for Apollo Jayanagar Hospital. God bless you with many wonderful things. I know your knee transplants are going very well and all the other programs, the neuro and other programs will support you in your further expansion because of the great love and the great work that you all are doing. The patients love you and we love you all. God bless you.
Thank you, sir.
Next, we have the team from Apollo Hospitals, Noida.
Namaste, sir. Happy anniversary.
Namaste, Apollo Noida. You are our neighbor in Delhi, but you are a very important part of Delhi because Noida people love you. We love you. We love the great work that you all are doing and many, many, many wonderful things that you have done in a very short time, including transplants. You know, a hospital of that size to be doing transplants is wonderful. God bless you. All the very best. My sincere love and appreciation for the great work that you are doing. When we are celebrating anniversary, we wish you the very best of everything. Probably I'll come one of these days when I'm in Delhi, I'll visit you. God bless you all.
Thank you so much, sir.
Next, we have the team from Apollo Bilaspur.
Namaste, sir.
Namaste, sir.
Happy anniversary, sir.
Namaste, Bilaspur. You are one of our first hospital when we are connected with Coal India and they're doing a joint project with them. But you have made a significant impact. From day one, nobody ever thought Apollo Bilaspur will be able to do all of these wonderful things that you have done, including oncology you have added. And all that I can say is you are a brilliant lot, a lovable team doing great clinical care with care and compassion. All the very best to all of you. When we are celebrating Apollo anniversary in Chennai, we give you our heartiest good wishes to all of you, to each and every one of your family members, my good wishes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Next, we move on to Apollo Hospitals, Sheshadripuram.
Namaste, Chairman. Wishing a very happy anniversary from all of us here at Sheshadripuram, and we commit today that we will continue your vision that you have started and take it forward manifold.
Wonderful, my Apollo team, Sheshadripuram. You are a wonderful hospital. In a very short time, you have done many wonderful, wonderful, wonderful things at Sheshadripuram. I wish you all the very best. I'm happy that you are going for an expansion too. We wish you the very best of everything. But my special love to all of you and your families. When we are celebrating anniversary, I'm saying my love, my good wishes to all the members of Apollo Sheshadripuram Hospital. God bless you for the good work that you are doing.
Thank you, Chairman.
Next, we move on to Apollo Hospital's BG Road, Bannerghatta Road.
Namaste, sir. Heartiest congratulations, and we pledge to carry forward your vision of delivering great care with compassion.
Apollo Bannerghatta, you are a wonderful, wonderful hospital. We started, with a so-called cancer hospital, but now you are a truly super specialty hospital doing wonderful things. The doctors, the nurses, the technologists, the ward boys, each one and every one of you, the care compassion that you are giving is unbelievable. I love you all. When we are celebrating our anniversary, we say happy anniversary to all of you because we are one family. God bless you all. I love you all.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Happy anniversary.
Next, we move on to Apollo Hospitals Indore.
Namaste, sir. On behalf of each member of the Apollo Indore family, sir, a very, very happy anniversary. I
still
Sir, as
remember
we turn
coming for your
40.
inauguration.
Yes, sir. Very soon.
You are
In fact,
special people. You are a special hospital doing very wonderful things. I hear so many wonderful things of many things that you are all doing. Wish you all the very best. And I assure you, at all times, you will have our full support. And from my personally, my love and affection for all of you and your families. God bless you all.
Thank you. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Next, we move on to Apollo Hospitals Karur.
Namaste, sir. On behalf of Karur, we wish you happy anniversary, sir.
Namaste, Apollo Hospital, Karur. You are a small but a beautiful hospital. You've done some many wonderful things there. I'm so proud of all of you. Wish you all the very best. And when we are celebrating anniversary here, it is Apollo anniversary. So you are part and parcel of the whole thing. So my love and good wishes to all of you. Happy, happy anniversary. God bless.
Thank you, sir.
Next, we have the team from Apollo Kolkata.
Namaste, sir.
Namaste, Chairman. Namaste. Privileged and proud to be part of Apollo family, sir. We take it forward.
Apollo Calcutta has always been a very, very special hospital for me. I began that and I am happy with the Apollo Hospital today. You are one of the foremost hospitals in the group. God bless you for the many wonderful things that you are doing. And I'm so happy with the many, medical achievements that we have done. But all that I want is you must grow into the city. So in that, we'll give you our full support. But when we are celebrating our anniversary, all our good wishes to you. My love to all of you and your families. God bless all of you. I love you all.
Thank you, sir.
Next, we move on to the team from Apollo Hospitals Guwahati.
Namaste, sir. Wish you a very happy anniversary.
Namaste, Guwahati Hospital. Assam is a very important part of India. You are playing a great role. In a very short time, Apollo Guwahati Hospital has earned such good name and going for expansion. God bless all of you. I love the great work that you are all doing and special good wishes to each and every one of you for the wonderful work that you are doing, the appreciation that the people from Guwahati are appreciating you, and where we celebrate our anniversary here. My love and affection to all of you, my special good wishes, and my love to you and your families. God bless.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Chairman, sir. We've covered all our units.
God bless.
Thank you, all units.
Thank you to all of our units and thank you to our beloved chairman. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to wish you all a very, very happy anniversary. We thank you for your participation, your support, your loyalty, your hard work and passion. Each and every one of you are the reason why we're celebrating 39 glorious years that we've completed. And as we enter into our 40th year, we look forward to you continuing this torch of healing, this torch of hope with renewed vigor. Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to thank you all, wish you a happy anniversary once again as we sign off. Goodbye, have a good day. More importantly, have an incredible 40th year ahead. Apollo family, happy anniversary once again.
Vakratunda Mahakaya Suryakoti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kuru Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada